Hello everyone, I am Sakshi. I welcome you all today to discuss a very important topic. But before we discuss and jump onto the topic, I want you all to look into this beautiful picture of a human life cycle and see how the human baby is developing into an adult, right? So have you ever wondered what is that thing which is responsible for its continuous growth, development, division? It's nothing but DNA. This brings me to introduce my topic, DNA replication. Now let's see what we are going to deal with. We are going to know the definition of the DNA replication, how this process happens, what all things are required like enzymes and all, and the specific functions of each of the enzymes involved, right? So let's begin. DNA replication, it's a process basically. Replication means copying down, copying or getting when you go to a Xerox store, right? So DNA replication is a process of getting two copies of identical DNA from a same parent DNA. As you can see this in this cartoon I have made so that you can remember it, right? It's important for us to know where and when does it happen. In case of eukaryotes, replication occurs in the nucleus of the cell. However, in case of the prokaryotes, they don't have the well-defined nucleus. That doesn't mean it doesn't happen there. It happens in all living organisms. However, when it happens, it becomes an important question because before the cell divides, meiotically or mitotically, it happens then. That is interphase of the cell cycle. Now basically it's a complex big process and we are going to learn about it bit by bit. It's like a video game. Let's meet the characters over here. So these are the characters of replication. Now the game of replication begins. Meet our very first character, Helicase, which says, I shake and break to make and make. Helicase actually breaks the bond between the DNA base pairs and it's an enzyme. Now the next character of the games are polymerase and the primase. Now they are friends, they work together in the harmony because primase makes certain starters. They make starters or known as RNA fragments which are known as primers. These primers are essential for DNA polymerase to work upon and make new complementary DNA strands. And the next character is ligase. As the name suggests, ligase means to ligate or to fix the broken gaps between the DNA strands. Next we are moving to the origin of replication. Basically, origin is a point where the DNA replication actually starts. Now since we are talking about DNA replication, let us recall the structure of DNA. We all know in DNA molecule the thymine pairs with adenosine and cytosine pair with guanine, right? Now also DNA strands are anti-parallel in nature, anti-parallel in direction. Now by direction we do not mean north and south, we mean 5' to 3' and 3' to 5'. Now let us understand what does that mean. So in 5' to 3', here what do we have? In DNA molecule we have ribose sugar and these are the backbone of DNA strand. Each of the ribose sugar are having carbon numbered in a clockwise direction after oxygen. As you can see here, 1', 2', 3', 4', 5', leaving the 5' carbon outside the ring. Likewise, if we continue numbering, we get here 5' to 3' direction and here we get 3' to 5' direction, considering DNA strands are anti-parallel in nature. Also keep in mind that DNA polymerase always function in 5' to 3' direction. It is the direction where our DNA polymerase adds new bases. This brings me here DNA polymerase easily adds new bases in this direction. However, where in the direction where the unwinding is happening, where it is gonna get the new templates, but here it is happening away from the template strand in the opposite direction, but it has to race back in order to frame new DNA molecules. In the process, if it races back to the unwinding side, it leaves back few fragments which are known as Okazaki fragments, and therefore this is discontinuous strand or also known as lagging strand, and this strand is known as leading strand. The 5' to 3' strand is known as leading strand. Now let's get into steps of DNA replication. Here we can see the helicase, the unwinder enters the DNA strand. As it unwinds the DNA strands, what happens is single-stranded binding proteins do come and make sure they do not further join together. In the process, when helicase unwinds the DNA strands, it may happen that there is some supercoiling happens. See, for example, this is the double-stranded DNA strand, and this my index finger is helicase. If it unwinds, it may happen that here the knot or supercoiling happens. In order to stop supercoiling, another enzyme called as topoisomerase comes in play, which prevents supercoiling to happen. Otherwise, it may cause the further rupture. Thereafter comes the primase, which adds RNA primers to the RNA primers and directs the DNA polymerase to start the elongation process. And this is the way how this entire process happens, giving rise to daughter DNA fragments, which is semi-conservative in nature. By semi-conservative means it leads to the formation of a double-stranded DNA molecule that is having one original strand that is identical to the parent strand and one complementary strand. Now, if like you do your homework and your teacher checks, likewise polymerase has got a different function known as spell checker. It checks, it has got proofreading abilities to ensure that no wrong bases are added in the DNA segments. Because if wrong bases are added, then it may result into the incorrect protein formation or no protein formation at all. And this DNA replication has proven a boon to the medical industry, because it has helped our scientists and our doctor to stop the DNA replication in the cancerous cells or even in the pathogens. So now let's have a glance at what all we have learned so far. We have talked about the definition of the replication, we have talked about the role players in the game, we have talked about how the process happens. I can also give you the mnemonics of the sequence, where H stands for helicase. First helicase enters, thereafter the primase, thereafter polymerase, thereafter topoisomerase, which stops the supercoiling, and thereafter ligase that fix the Okazaki fragments and the broken gaps of the new DNA strands. I hope you all understood. Stay curious, keep reading more to get into the details of DNA replication. That's all for today. Thank you.